Despite the bewildering variety of dog leashes and collars on the market today, the only way for a manufacturer to differentiate themselves from another is with the leash material, and the options for that are patterned or plain nylon webbing, leather, or rope. Even more limiting, there are only a couple of options for the clasp that attaches to the dog, and neither one are very good. This one is almost universally used. Here are some reasons why I think the clasp and the collar are in need of a redesign. The first flaw is the movement required to open the clasp utilizes fine motor skills, an isolated group of specific muscles and joints. Physiologists refer to this type of movement as a micro movement. A micro movement is painful for people with arthritis and difficult for everyone else. Conversely, a macro movement, such as making a fist, is not painful and doesn't require fine motor skills, but I'll get back to that later. This micro movement action is required if you want to attach to or to release from the collar. Keep in mind that the D-ring on the collar is on the underside of the dog's neck, where it can't be seen and is often buried in fur. In this instance, I've managed to hook the dog tag attachment ring and not the D-ring I was aiming for. This is not the most secure attachment point. And to add to the complexity, the thumb that's activating the clasp partially blocks the opening. Introducing Speedy Clip. It's the first innovation in dog leash clasps in over 50 years. It makes walking the dog fun again. Attaching the Speedy Clip to the collar is easy. There's no need to open the gate, simply snag the hook on the D-ring and pull to lock. There are 3 easy ways to disengage. The user already has one hand on the leash itself. With their other hand, they simply slide their fist along the strap until it hits the release knob. This action not only opens the gate, but the force also knocks the clasp off the D-ring and releases the dog. Release method number 2. The user simply presses down on the elongated gate. The longer gate gives more room to clear the thumb and the D-ring, and the increased length of the gate applies more leverage, making this movement light and easy. The third release method is when the user presses forward on the release knob, which opens the gate. Although the Speedy Clip will work with any existing collar, the feature that truly sets it apart and makes it part of a system is called the Speedy Ring. On a typical collar, the steel D-ring is grouped with the other heavy components, the plastic side release buckle, tri-glide, dog ID, registration, and rabies tags. Being the heaviest part of the collar, they gravitate towards the bottom of the dog's neck. The Speedy Ring is made from lightweight aluminum and can be positioned in such a way that it's opposite these heavy components and therefore always ends up on top, standing proud where it can be easily seen and attached to. Thank you for watching this presentation.